Yeah, here I have a 20-gallon high that I'm about to build up for my son's teacher. Um, there's no real damage to the tank. There is no damage to the tank. Pretty good. Standard. About to drill a hole in it and remove all of this stuff. It's looked to be like some little designs on it or whatever. Oh, that's the first step. Self-recording, so you guys won't be able to see the process done, but it's going to be done with a razor blade and acetone. Alright, now basically I removed all of the stickers from the tank with the acetone and the razor blade. Now here I have these PVC thingamajigs. You use these to lay down your egg crate, false bottom. You need to cut these things so that the water doesn't stay in the tube in the bottom of the tank. That way your soil doesn't get waterlogged. So you need this little hacksaw thing or something else to cut it, whatever's convenient for you. And this to basically remove it. This PVC is very hard, very durable, good product. And then your good old silicone, to keep this stuff in place. Now that we siliconed the PVC in, I want to give this a moment to dry and then just start snipping out the egg crate is the next step. I just drilled my hole. Guys gonna need a diamond drill bit. This is the 1.5 bit. So basically, gonna need your drill. You're gonna need like a 12-volt drill. Especially if you have the joint with the cord. But anyway, to drain my water, I use this Watts Quick Connect PL3005. It looks like this. You just basically stick a piece of aquarium tubing in it. The bit should fit perfect. Totally in the hole. I usually just silicone this in and it works perfectly. I haven't had any leaks. Still haven't gotten my egg crate yet, but that's the next step. Yeah, I just finished snipping out my egg crate and laying down my window screen over the egg crate. Just basically put it in a tank, like so. Want to have a nice good fit, that way your frog doesn't end up, below the bottom. And you have to always make sure that your drain hole is below your force bottom, as you can see here. Good, nicely siliconed in. On to the next step. Hey, I kind of skipped a step that I didn't show you guys, but here is the Great Stuff foam, and this is the background when you add the silicone and the substrate over it. Peat moss and a whole bunch of sphagnum moss and things like that. And this tank is basically gonna have a double ground layer, if that's what you want to call it. That's what I call it. So it's one layer here, it's one layer right there, and then there's another layer up here, basically like a second floor. And that's what the side of the tank looks like. I like to spray paint my tanks, the back, so you don't get that ugly mess there. Here's what it looks like. Nice and black. I use a flat black spray paint. And there's the other side corner. I'm gonna wait till I silicone that in and then spray paint that side that I didn't do. And just so I don't have to put rocks, because that makes the tank heavy, just in case I need to carry this out. When I do need to carry this out, so I spray painted this so you don't see the false bottom or the water in the PVC and the A crate and the screen. So that looks pretty tacky. On to the next step. Almost done. So this is what this 20 high looks like after it's all done. This thing really kicked my butt. It was taking so long to grow. I don't think that I was watering it enough. Like initially when you set up a vivarium, I think you need to water it a lot. Like you need the substrate really moist for the plants to start growing. That was the real issue. So now it's nice and lush. I have like 2 lights on here to get everything started. You know, when you first set up a vivarium, I think it's best to, you need a lot of light when you first set it up to get the plants to root, and the substrate has to be really moist. The substrate was pretty dry, but I got it all worked out. And that's about to be off to my son's teacher whenever she comes to pick it up. And on the sides here, like so you don't see the foam, I spray painted there too. Like it looks real professional if you were to see it in person. So there are like 3 bromeliads in this vivarium. 1 here, nice small one there, and another one there. Wandering Jew, begonia, whole bunch of plants here. The glass is starting to fog up. I just wiped it off and it was just misted. So this is another build from me. Sorry I couldn't get into detail, but you'll see a lot of detail in this 20 long vertical that I'm doing now. So until next time, enjoy your frogs. Like, don't dislike, subscribe, comment. Have a nice day.